Hey guys, coming in at number 5, we have Huawei's Edit Texture Pack. Here are the ores right here. We have gold, iron, coal, lapis, and of course diamond, emerald. I really like the addition, and I really like the textures implemented within this pack. So let us get on to the armors. So right now we have the diamond armor, the iron armor, the gold armor, the chain armor, and of course the leather armor. Here is the diamond sword, guys. It looks pretty nice in my opinion. Here's the iron sword. These swords are very elegant. I favorite stone sword. That's really all I have to say. And of course the golden sword, and last but not least the wooden sword. And finally, this is the texture pack that actually edits the axes. Here's the diamond axe, the iron axe, the stone axe, the golden axe, and of course the wooden axe. Nothing quite special about these. Very nice shading implemented within the axe tip, which I enjoy. And of course, guys, we have the pickaxe, the shovel, and the hoe, which are very well pixelated. Good job to Deathscape and Huawei. Of course, guys, we have the different soups and foods and stuff like that. And of course, we cannot leave behind the fishing rod. I really like the fishing rod. It's quite nice. I also like the bow as well, and the particles that come out of the bow. The red indicates that the bow is fully charged. Here we have some potions. I like the effects that come out, and of course, the particles are quite nice actually. This is the ender pearl. It acts really nicely, and of course the shape of it is, it's a bit awkward in my opinion, but it's more octagonal than circular, which kind of bothers me. And here's the apple. Of course, when one goes into lava or fire, they will have obvious low fire, which is pretty nice. Here's some water, and yeah. So guys, this is what the survival GUI inventory looks like. It's pretty nice in my opinion. I can't complain. It's pretty sleek. And yes, that is pretty much it. Of course, guys, this is what Huawei's Deathscape looks like at night. It's pretty nice in my opinion. Okay, so overall, guys, I really like this texture pack, Huawei's edit on the Deathscape. I really enjoy the particles, the swords, and the pixelation. And it's really an amazing texture pack. It's kind of cartoonish, but it's really meant for PvP. And that is all. I'll go to number 4 right now. Hello guys, coming in number 4 we have the vintage pack. This is all the ores and of course the blocks that correspond to it. Very nice touch. And let us head on to the armor. This is the diamond armor, which I quite enjoy. This is the iron armor, the gold armor, the chain armor, and of course the leather armor. In my opinion, the weapons look pretty nice on this texture pack. Here's the diamond sword, the iron sword, the stone sword, and of course the gold sword, and also you cannot forget about the wood sword. Here are the different types of axes. Here is the diamond pickaxe, the diamond shovel, and of course the diamond hoe. Here are the potions. They do give off quite a similar particle effect, yet they are very nice and very cool. Here are the different foods and whatnot. Here's the fishing rod, which acts very normally, and of course my favorite part of this texture pack is the bow, because it looks sort of like a steampunk futuristic type of bow, and yeah, it looks amazing. The fire textures look really nice. I really enjoy the low fire, and of course the water is as it is. One of the other things I like about this texture pack is nighttime. I just love the amazing universe that corresponds with this texture pack. The sky is simply beautiful. I can't really explain it much. The survival GUI on this texture pack looks really nice. Overall guys, this texture pack is quite amazing actually. The thing I like most about this texture pack is how cartoonish it is. I just love how vibrant and bright the terrain is, and a lot of hard work has really been put into this. So if you want a cartoonish slash, vibrant, colorful PvP texture pack, this is the right thing for you. Coming in at number 3, we have the Love Lights texture pack. Not much has been changed to it, except for the weapons pretty much, and the particles. Here is the diamond sword. Looks a bit like glass. Here is the iron sword, the stone sword, the golden sword, and of course, last but not least, the wooden sword. And the tools remain the same as well. Potions, as usual. And of course, we have the low flame. When one uses the bow, hard particles come out. And of course the fishing rod remains the same, except of course that little bobbing thing at the end. And yeah, so guys, yeah, this texture pack is actually a default edit. So the only thing really good about this texture pack, which brings it to number 3, are these swords. Of course, that is of course what I am looking for in PvP texture packs. And if you want these swords, then of course feel free to put it in and implement it to your own texture packs, because not much of the terrain has really been edited. It's really the swords and the weaponry and the particles that really make this texture pack what it is. Hey guys, coming in at number 2, we have the Twilight Zone texture pack. Here are all the ores and the blocks, and let's make our way towards the armor. Here we have the diamond armor, the iron armor, the gold armor, the chain armor, and of course the leather armor. Here is the diamond sword, the iron sword, the stone sword, the golden sword, and the wood sword. Here are all the axes, and of course the tools. Here are the potion effects, the inner pearl, and the golden apple. The food looks very similar, it looks the same. The thing I enjoy most about this texture pack, the bow is pretty nice, the fishing rod is nice, but here's the thing that I enjoy most about this texture pack, these stews of course. The mushroom stew and souping, you won't believe how flawless and how easy it is to get those soups in your heart bar. Trust me, it's a lot easier and it appears nice in your inventory. Here are the effects when you go into fire, HD, low fire, that's something new, and water still remains as the same. Yeah guys, later on in the night looks pretty sweet in my opinion. The GUI and the survival inventory of course looks as is, nothing quite special. I do enjoy that little pink vibrant gradient going across the hotbar. And yeah guys, this is the Twilight Zone texture pack, one of my favorites to use actually, just because there's been so much detail put into the terrain, the lighting, because of course it has its own custom lighting, and the swords. I love it. Of course, this texture pack gives you more of a dark feel, a dark side of the PvP, even though the lighting does give it that vibrancy. Coming in at number 1 guys, we have Stimpy PvP's custom texture pack red edit. Here are all the blocks and the ores, and let's go on to the armor. Of course guys, it is the same as the vintage pack and the Twilight Zone pack. Here is the iron armor, the golden armor, the chain armor, and of course the leather armor. Here's the best part guys, the thing I most enjoy about this texture pack are swords. Just look at the swords, they are amazing. Amazing for PvP, amazing looks. And yeah, that's what makes this texture pack number 1. The swords are freaking amazing. Here are the axes, nothing quite special about them. Here are some tools. And of course, here are the potions. This is what it looks like. Particles are pretty nice. And of course, here's the ender pearl in the apple, which I think are very original. Right over here, guys, we have the foods, which remain the same pretty much. And here are the fishing rod and the bow. I love the bow. Here is nighttime, guys and gals. And of course, here is the survival GUI. It's transparent. Overall, guys, I love this texture pack, especially the swords, which is why I use it in my videos. Now, the thing I don't like about it is how the bow is so mixed in with the survival inventory, because it's transparent, of course, and it's really hard to catch it within your inventory. And yeah, that's pretty much what I like, and this texture pack is amazing for PvP, and there's barely any darkness. If you go into here, there's no dark, oh, there's torches in there, but let's see, if we go down here, you will not see any darkness, it will be completely fine. And yeah, guys, that's what I like about this texture pack. It is amazing for PvP, and yeah.
From a centuries-old tradition, a seafaring people, and the warm waters of the Arabian Gulf, Burj Al Arab is a magnificent tribute to a visionary nation at the start of a new millennium. Built in the shape of a sail from an Arabian dhow, the hotel is a symbol of success on an iconic scale. The Arabian culture is characterized by hospitality and friendship. This spirit is embodied in the warm welcome and superlative levels of service awaiting guests of Burj Al Arab. The interiors of Burj Al Arab are more opulent than can be imagined. A fusion of finery and the fantastic, in which every detail in this vast canvas is a delight to behold.
Hello Reddit, and welcome to my Minecraft world. Today I'd like to show you something I've been working on for the past few months, and that is my minecart rapid transit system. So without further delay, let's get started. The structure you see in front of me is Nanthaven Station. This is the westernmost terminus of the transit line, and today we're going to take an eastbound train down the rest of the line until we reach the other end at Cactusville Station. There are 10 stations on the line in total, so if you want to figure out where we are during the course of this video, I suggest you take a look at the maps I've linked to in the Reddit post. So let's go inside. Push this button here, go up these stairs to the platform level. Eastbound for Cactusville, that's where we want to go, so we just walk through this turnstile here. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is request a cart that we can ride in. If you look to our right here, down there through that window is the minecart Pez dispenser slash hopper slash magazine, basically the minecart storage. To request a cart, we need to stand on this pressure plate here. And there it comes. Also, this redstone torch will light up, indicating that a cart is ready for departure. So let's walk over here down the platform. There's our cart ready to go, and all we need to do now is board it. And now we're on our way. So the next station is Inferno Hill. Now to arrive at the station, we need to press a button on the left or right hand side as we pass by it, and this will engage a switch that will lead us into the arrival zone of the station. So here we go. Oop. And we've arrived. So I'll get out of the cart here, and the booster carts will take the cart away automatically and bring it to the hopper there, as you saw there. So Inferno Hill Station looks just pretty much exactly the same as Nanthaven Station. That's because what I did was I created an MC edit schematic in the beginning of the station, and then just copied the station template across multiple locations in my world. This helps with the consistency and saves time a lot, because it would just take too much time and be too tedious to handcraft each of these stations. So yeah, let's keep on going. Let's suppose that the hopper is empty and we want to reload it. I have a cart in my hand here, so to do this we have to go over here to this manual cart launch and hopper reload. All it really is direct feed into the rest of the system here. So to reload the hopper, we just put the cart here and push it. Oh, oops, I forgot to show you that. There we go. We'll do one more here, and there we go. Alright, and if we want this, that's the hopper reload part. The manual cart launch part is if you have a cart in hand and you want to ride in it as well. So you put the cart here, and well, what I'm going to do is push the cart and board it at the same time in one fell swoop. So here we go. And that's that. Also, if you're wondering why Inferno Hill Station is named that way, there's your answer. That hill is clearly on fire. So we're on our way to Bleakwood Station. I'm not going to stop there since it's not too interesting. I also mentioned that you probably noticed the signs on the next station signs on the way along our route. It's pretty hard to read them, even at this ludicrous speed, though my computer's kind of lagging. Yeah, in case what I did was before each station, there'll be 2 next station signs. So in case you missed the first one and don't know where you're going, there'll be a second one just before the next station, so you'll know where you're going. So there's the first one. Next station is Emerald Island, and we're going to stop there. And there comes the second sign right there. So we're going to stop at Emerald Island, and you'll see it's a little different than the other 3 stations we've seen so far. I apologize for the lag. My computer is really struggling to render this. Alright, gotta get ready to push the button. There we go. And, oh, okay, we've arrived. Alright, so get out of the cart there. Automatically take it up. Or maybe not. Oh, it's gonna try again. There we go. Alright. So you'll notice we've arrived on the left-hand side this time. This is because Emerald Island Station is a center platform station. The other stations you've seen so far are side platform stations. So the advantage of a center platform station is that it's very easy to get onto the other side and board trains going in the opposite direction. So you see here, same sort of thing, but this time these are trains for westbound for Nanthaven. So yeah, in the side platform station, what you have to do is go downstairs, go through a concourse, which I haven't shown you yet, and then go back upstairs to the platform on the other side. So yeah, what I did was I made 2 different schematics, one for side and one for center platforms, because wherever you put your station, you're going to need different kinds of types. So for the side platform, for stations like Nanthaven or Inferno Hill, I use a side platform because there's lots of space around there, and I can build like large entrances on the side of the stations. But for a place like Emerald Island, as you can see here, there's not much space to go around, so a center platform with a center entrance, like as you can see here, is probably preferable. So yeah, let's go back upstairs and continue our journey. Alright, oh, forgot to request a cart. There we go. Alright, so the next station is Januli Beach. I'm going to stop there because I want to take some time to explain some bugs and caveats I've discovered while designing this system of mine. So, it's a nice day today here. And very laggy as well. Okay, gonna push that button. Alright, so I'm gonna exit the cart, but I'm not gonna move out of the cart yet. I'm gonna quickly switch to third-person view here. So before the Halloween update, what happened was when you exited a cart, your player would actually end up about 1 block above the minecart, something like this. And the problem with that was if the ceiling was too high, or too low, I mean, then the player's head would get stuck in the ceiling and the player would suffocate, and that's bad. So I guess after the Halloween update, or maybe an update after that, Notch fixed this by when you exit the cart, you actually are kind of inside the cart. You can't see my legs there. So before you could see your legs, now you can't. The problem with this, however, is as soon as I move out of here, then the player and cart actually collide with each other, and the cart gets nudged, and that's why you see the cart is now in some weird rotated in some different direction. The problem with this is with these sort of arrival systems where we have a plate here. This will screw when the booster cart comes around. It will sometimes not be able to catch the cart and fail to collect your cart. So yeah, I also noticed that here, another problem I should mention, is the cart resetting. Somehow it got stuck in this state, so I'll just push it in like that. And there it goes. Alright, so that's that. I'll also mention another thing. You'll notice here on the platform I've made 2 arrival ports. Now this is my attempt at trying to make these stations ready for survival multiplayer, or SMP as it's called. Unfortunately, again, with this perpetual motion booster, apparently I don't play that much SMP, but apparently I've heard that perpetual motion boosters don't work very well in SMP, and they require resetting. Just as you saw right now, and even in my single player world, I had to reset this booster here. So yeah, I have heard of a new design called a door booster that's been floating around, and I may try to try it. But if I have time, I'll probably replace these perpetual motion boosters with door boosters if I have enough space in the station. What else can I say? Okay, back to these 2 arrival gates though. That the whole purpose is so that if there are 2 people, at least 2 people arriving at the same time, at least one of them won't crash into each other when you're arriving. But what about what happens if suppose that both of these arrival ports are full and there's a third card coming in? So what the station is designed to do is actually deny access completely from the arrival zone of any third cart. So I'm going to demonstrate this by simulating. Oh, that's not good. Simulating that these ports are actually have carts in them by putting these objects here. So now, if let's say I'm a third cart coming along, and I hit this button, you'll notice that the indicator light and the switch do not engage at all, which is good because then the cart won't crash into one of the carts in the arrival ports. And it's also good because the third cart will not be able to get in, but there's a second chance. At the end of the station, there's a turnaround switch that they can push. So if they can't get in, they can hit the switch, turn around, and try to arrive on the other side. So yeah. Alright, so I'm going to collect these things there. Oh, reset this one as well. Alright, and one last thing I'll mention. This regards to the request cart mechanism. So basically, you can't spam the request cart mechanism. Where's my cart? Oh, there it is. So yeah, if I try it, so I just requested a cart, and if I try to do this, it's not going to request another one. This system is reset by this stone pressure plate you see down there. So as soon as I board this cart. So once I board this cart, someone else can then request another cart if they choose to do so. All right, and I was gonna I was thinking about putting more explanation about the minecart circuitry and all that sort of jazz, but I'd like to try to keep this video concise. So let's just keep on going here.